Afternoon, everybody. Just doing a early evening walk. It's funny when you walk around outside, see people in the park, people walking their dogs. Everything sure looks normal. Nothing looks like it's collapsing. Doesn't look like there's a pandemic to me because there isn't a pandemic. But the unfortunate thing is there is something to be scared of. There's something to be scared. Look at this, fucking masks everywhere. These morons throwing their masks away, scared for their lives, but they don't mind throwing those masks everywhere possible. Bunch of pathetic weakling wimps. Anyways, there's nothing to be scared of when it comes to the pandemic, as we've talked about many times. But there is something sinister behind the scenes. That something sinister is the one that created this whole hoax and continues to keep this hoax going. That's what people should really be scared of, is this fake pandemic and why it's happening. Some people think it's all a plan with Q. Other people think it's to take down Trump, which, yes, I think that's part of it. But the big agenda here is there's a lot more going on than we are aware of. The whole system is basically satanic. The whole system is nothing more than Satan running the world. That's what it's all about. At the end of the day, that's exactly what it's all about. If you believe in the Bible, you'll know they talk about the mark of the beast, the book of Revelations, and all that stuff. And we're living in those times. We're living in the end days. Not sure how many people are going to die, but I don't know. For me, I can just feel it. It just makes perfect sense. Obviously, something's going on that doesn't really make too much sense. You can feel it in the air. Most people are pretty much walking zombies. Anytime you see a mask, that's a person who has lost their humanness. These are not real people, in my opinion. They've lost their intuition to be a real human being. They've pretty much been taken over by, I don't know, some kind of AI system. Not literally, I'm just saying they just aren't thinking for themselves, or they wouldn't be wearing masks. They wouldn't be acting the way they are. But it's going to be a real dark winter. I'm sure a lot of you guys can feel that too. This is not going to be... It's not going to be a regular winter at all. It's going to be a tough one. And I don't know exactly what's going to happen. But nothing's going to be good. The election's coming up with Trump. Either way it goes, if Biden wins, that piece of crap senile donkey, or if Trump wins, either way there's going to be a civil war in the United States. Trump wins, there's going to be a lot more mayhem probably. But it's just going to be a crap show. It's going to be ridiculous. And the only thing we can kind of do is prepare, sort of. Like, what are we supposed to do? Bug out of the cities when you have all your friends and family here, you've got a house here and everything else. And if you're not a prepper, you've not really done anything in regards to military, outdoor type stuff. It's a tough learning curve. And I don't even really know why I started doing this video, but we're just in a big mess here. It's a huge mess, and it's been a long time coming. This is not something that took a couple years. They've been breaking down people's mental abilities. They've been destroying people's psychology for decades. And the younger you are, the worse it is. You've pretty much been indoctrinated into a system that is completely corrupt mentally. It's destroyed your mental being. This is not the way the world was supposed to be, but we're living in it, and it's hard to be what I would consider a normal person in this time, with so much visual corruption, so much brainwashing and psychological dirty tricks that are played on us through the media, all kinds of media, from music, from television, newspapers, comics, cartoons, everything you can imagine to destroy us as people. A real human being would care about everybody. If we were actually the way we're supposed to be, we would be loving everyone unconditionally. And none of us is like that, not even me, obviously. Because of the situation we're in, we're not in a situation where we're allowed to love one another and care about one another. It's all about divide and conquer. The whole system is built on dividing people and destroying them. They want you to hate everybody who's not exactly like you. And I'm guilty of that. Everybody's guilty of that because we've all been brought up in this fucking shit system that surrounds us on every level. But once you are aware of it like we are, it does make it a little bit easier, that's for sure. But at the end of the day, I don't know, at the end of the day, we're not perfect beings. We can't be. There's no way we can because of the situation that we're all brought up in. And it's just the way it is. Once you understand it, it's easier to fix the situation. But you know, people like those Antifa types, those kind of people are the most lost souls you'll ever meet. They think they're the best people in the world, fighting racism and capitalism, this and that. And they're the biggest pieces of garbage in the world. Not only them, obviously, but just an example. So, I don't know, my words of wisdom, try to love each other. It's hard. I know there's so many people I just want to strangle because they're so stupid and they just piss me right off. But at the end of the day, how can we blame anyone who's brought up in a system that was intentionally created for you to be the most self-destructive person you can? This system we're in, this life that we're born on in Earth, wasn't built on love. Sure, our friends and family, they love us, but this whole world was not built to bring up our species. This whole system was built and created to destroy our species, and now we're in the final days of that. And the people running this world, the Satanists, Satan himself, they're hell-bent on destroying this world, and they have been destroying it for millennia. Sacrificing of children, which continues today. Abortions, which is another form of child sacrifice, in my opinion. Obviously, you're killing your kid. It's a fucking sacrifice. All we can do is look to the future. This is not the end of the end. It's the end, but there will be a new beginning when Jesus returns to earth and things get resolved. This is not the way we're going to go down completely. We're not looking good here. It's going to be some very dark days ahead, and that's just part of it. That's just the way it goes. We've been too decadent in our society for too long. Too many spoiled people. Too many people they think they deserve something. Too many people who don't care. Too many people who don't care about other people. And now it's at such a large scale. So many people don't care about one another that you're seeing the end game of that. You're seeing the end game of that, all the riots, just the breakdown of society in general. It was all planned. There's not much we can really do to stop the whole thing. I don't think. Maybe there is, I don't know. I'm going to keep trying until the very end, but I don't know. There's not much you can do. There's nothing. You can get sad, a little depressed, but this is just the way it was going to be. The whole world was built on this. It wasn't built on love. Maybe originally it was, but it got hijacked. And we've been living in a hijacked system for many centuries, years, so forth. So I don't know. I know it's hard to be positive. Just got to keep praying and understand that at the end of the day, all of this will get resolved. Hopefully, we're around to see it one way or another. I guess we will, either from here, or from heaven. But yeah, I don't know. It's not looking good. It really isn't looking good, but just keep your chin up. Keep warning people. Have some balls and put out videos like this. I'm not much of a public speaker, obviously, but I just put my feelings out here and I get a couple hundred views here and there. Just do the best you can. Warn as many people as you can. If people laugh at you, what are they laughing about? Can they not see how insane this world is? People telling us that we're the conspiracy theorists. We're not the conspiracy theorists. We're just people trying to warn other people of the truth. Anyways, guys, have a great night. All the best to you. Hug your loved ones, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.